Dogs, wolves, foxes. In a virtual world where cats seem to take precedence over their more pack-driven brethren, I am here to salute the good boys and the good girls of RPGs. This list is in no particular order, and you may see more JRPG canines than RPG ones, only because I have played more JRPGs in my lifetime. So sit back, relax, and get your hand ready to hypothetically pet some floofs. Amaterasu from Okami is a sun goddess in wolf's clothing. Wielding a magical paintbrush known as the Celestial Brush, she runs through the lands bringing back color, vibrancy, and the zodiacs in a stylized, beautiful game about Japanese mythology. She attacks with her sun disk on her back and her magical paintbrush to blow away enemies and solve puzzles. She is also quite sassy to boot, often snapping at, even eating Isun, her travel partner. The entire game is so gorgeous, and Ami, as she is abbreviated by Isun, is the perfect pup to restore the world back into balance from the evil demon that is Orochi. Shadow Hearts 2 is a classic dark JRPG and features one of my favorite dogs, which is actually a wolf named Blanca. Blanca is a very intelligent wolf and uses whetstones as a weapon, sharpening his claws and teeth. He also has his own personal side quest, where you go all around the world area to other doggos and fight them. The interactions are quite funny and more often heartwarming. Blanca is not the most powerful fighter like, say, Joachim, but he is a very good boy, and I was happy to have him on my team. Alright, I know there is some huge controversy about Red, but this is my video, and I'm gonna say he is a dog. He has pack tendencies with his kin, and even Final Fantasy VII's creator admitted he doesn't know what he is. Plus, there is XIII, a cat. Why would you be redundant? Anyways, Red is a wonderful feather dagger wielding companion that can heal and damage in battle. He is the last of his kind and lives in Cosmo Canyon with his human grandfather. Red is my favorite Final Fantasy VII character, and his limits are just so beautiful to watch. I always give him the enemy skill materia and just let him have fun with it. His personal story too always gets me right in the feels. Plus, the OST for Cosmo Canyon just hits. While you may not use the Mabari War Hound for long, these genetically altered doggos were bred for fighting, larger, stronger, and more fierce than regular hounds. You get your own in Dragon Age Origins after you rescue it from being sick. He will be a constant companion in your camp, and you can always give him a pet and tell him he's a good boy. But you really won't use him much once you get your other companions. Though, there is a mod for PC out there that would let you have him as a permanent party member along with your others. So, if that's something you want, it's very easy to find and install, and really, who wouldn't want the extra help from him? Koromaru is probably one of the best boys on here. You meet him randomly one day while coming back from a mission with C's. Turns out his owner passed, and he stays there much like the famous Hachiko, waiting. Over the course of a few days or weeks, I don't really remember, you adopt him into your fold because he has the potential. Sporting the persona Cerberus, he is Mudo, if I recall correctly, which is the death element. Not very useful, but I couldn't keep him off my team. I mean, just look at him. He wields a dagger, and if you take him on walks, he will fight stuff for you, and just gives a really happy vibe to the game. There's a lot of confusion surrounding the Eeveelutions. Are they foxes? Cats? Dogs? SBN looks like a cat, but it's the only cat-like one. The rest look canid. So, who really knows? But I couldn't make a list like this without adding them. All of them. The Eeveelutions are some of the most iconic dogs in Pokemon. And yes, I do put them above the legendaries, Suicune, Raikou, and... See, I can't even remember the last one. They are cute, fun to evolve, and each have their own personality. Do you like Gothy? Choose Umbreon. Do you like Fluff and Fire? Flareon is for you. And for the fashionistas and the girlies, Sylveon. Just don't get me started on that Vaporeon meme, please. What is this? 2 entries from Final Fantasy? Why, yes. Angelo from Final Fantasy VIII is up now as Rinoa's constant companion. He's used as a weapon of sorts when you have Rinoa's limit breaks, and he can also just randomly show up in battle sometimes, though not that often. He is a great help when he does though, and gives you that extra healing or hit you need. Though, now that I think about it, where does he go when you go to space? How does he breathe? This is never addressed. His triple triad card is also one of my personal favorites because it's just so cute. I just wish Rinoa wasn't gone half the game. Repede was a tough one for me since I didn't really use him all that much in Vesperia, but he still gets bounty points for being a pipe-wielding pupper. He also wields a dagger like so many others on this list. I guess daggers are just easier to hold in your mouth. Part of Tales of Vesperia, he is the first quadruped in the main Tales series, and it is very fun to just zoom around on screen as him. The pipe he carries is a memento of his former master. While he looks old, Repede is only 4 and a strong, agile fighter, a good addition to any team who is looking for someone that doesn't really get hit that much, especially since he is lowered to the ground. Enemies kind of just swing over him sometimes. I will admit, I did not play Dark Souls, but my roommate said I must put Sif on here, so I did some lore diving. Artorias is a knight of Gwyn, tasked to delve into the abyss to stop the dark age that threatens to end the Age of Fire. Sif tags along with him up until the very end, where Artorias loses the function of his arm after a rather nasty fight. So he leaves Sif behind, protected by the shield he can no longer use. Centuries later, Sif can be encountered near a gravesite that's right in the path of the chosen undead. And out of a sense of duty, Sif takes Artorias' sword in their mouth to fight you. It's a really sad fight. I have seen it, and I'm sorry if I got anything wrong, but I do know that if you get the DLC, you will see Sif again. He will recognize you, but you still have to fight him. In a way, I am glad I did not play this, because I would have been crying the whole time. Alright, I lied. I did save the number 1 spot for my number 1 doggo. You guessed it. It is Scratch from Baldur's Gate 3. You find this precious boy next to his unalived owner. Cast Speak with Animal on him, and you get the short story. Be nice, and he will join your camp and bring you random items when you go back sometimes. He is also like a big brother to the owlbear cub if you recruit him too. The conversations they have with you is just so cute. Scratch is such a joy. Even the sassy Astarion and off-putting Minthara like him. Everyone likes him. You can summon him to battle, but why would you do that? Why would you put him in danger like that? Keep him safe at all costs and give him plenty of pets because he deserves it. And don't do the very bad thing in Act 3 with him. You'll know when you get there. And those are my top 10 good boys and girls of RPGs. What did you think about the list? It was super fun to do this, and I would love to know what your favorite doggos are. Are you an Amaterasu fan? A Scratch fan? Or maybe someone I didn't cover? But if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. There are more lists to come along with my regular stuff. So, as always, I will see you later, and this is Puppy.